A lot of conversation about the availability of Utah quarterback Cam Rising this weekend. Brett McMurphy reported this morning that he is unlikely to play. He suffered a finger injury on his throwing hand last week, but nothing is broken, and he's expected to return next week against Oklahoma State. Now, people are dreaming about the possibility that he could miss more time and then potentially get an 8th year of eligibility. Did you know, and we talked about this over the summer, we do have in college football right now a 9th year player.
He scored a touchdown.
He did. He plays for the University of Miami.
That's right.
I don't know how many schools he's gone to. Probably several. But we do have a 9th year guy already. So if you're looking for college football's old guy, you could go to that guy. We don't need Cam Rising to stick around even longer. Although I did appreciate the side-by-side of like his freshman year compared to what he looks like now. He looks like he's gone through Keanu Reeves' entire career arc.
Cam McCormick of Miami.
Cam McCormick, that's it.
Played
Gonna be Cams, all Cams.
Right. He played Oregon from 16 to 22 and now at Miami. So he's only done 2 schools.
Wow.
But
good job by him. He's got probably 2 degrees from each, though.
He was on the Oregon team that went to the 2017 Las Vegas Bowl.
Didn't Oregon? So he played Nebraska in 2017.
His team did, yes.
I wonder if you checked out his game log, if he played that day when Tanner Lee and company went there and got beat. We're down big right out of the gate.
Game logs.
Yeah, come on, tell me.
Career.
Tell me.
Oof.
Yeah, do some more scrolling. Scroll.
Game logs. Why does it only go back to 2017? Did he redshirt in 2016?
Well, 2017. That's what I'm asking about.
Oh, 2017?
Yeah, 2017. He would have played Nebraska at home.
We're loading.
Okay. Tony writes in, by the way.
Hi, Tony.
Shouldn't he be Dr. McCormick at this point?
Yeah. 1 catch for 22 yards.
Oh, my God. He played against Bob Diaco. and when he was the coordinator, Bob Diaco's been to 6 other places since then. What do you think Tanner Lee's doing right now? No idea.
Not playing college football.
That would have ended up being Trey Bryant, one of his last games. Because he was only like a sophomore at the time, but he had the chronic knee thing.
It was one of his 6 catches that season.
Wow, what a time. Okay, back to the clip here. What should we just play it again? Because I need to find a way to get myself emotional about this again. So here's a clip from Nebraska's Chasing 3 documentary, the pregame meeting with Nebraska's captains and Colorado's captains. And once again, if you're watching along with us on YouTube or on ZUDTV.live, I do think what I kept in there at the end of Jamal Banks doing the throat slash toward the side is like, nope, I've seen enough of these guys already. They're done. That guy came in and laughed in my face. So I want to talk about this part. We did our fun making fun of Colorado. It's not going to end, but it's not the focus of this specific segment. I want to talk about how Nebraska reacted to this. Now, I can't say for sure what they would have, what players in that scenario would have done before. I didn't find Nebraska to be this like wild. Well, I mean, it's not like they were getting in fights nonstop for the last several years, right? But they were pretty unpredictable in terms of performance. And I do think there was, I don't know, under the previous head coach, the previous full-time head coach, maybe you'd say a bit of toxic masculinity.
Oh.
Yeah, in the like there was a lot of big guy You know, like I'm the big man here. Okay.
Definitely.
There was a lot of that energy. So I can't say for sure how Nebraska's players would have reacted in that scenario, but I can tell you what happened this time. And that was Ty Robinson, you heard in the background saying, all right. And by the way, if you're listening with this on radio, Shiloh Sanders going into the pregame coin toss saying, laughing in Nebraska players' face, saying, we're going to roll your ass. You know we're about to roll your ass. Nebraska's players just stood there. Ty Robinson said, all right. Jamal Banks ran back to his own sideline, did the throat slash, and said, it's on. It's over. And I think that was a really great illustration of the message that Matt Rule was trying to send all week long. And they did it to themselves. Colorado did it to themselves. Nebraska already had the bulletin board material. In fact, it was documented last night in the Chasing Three at the very beginning. Nebraska had circled this game since February and probably since September of last year. They did
almost assuredly.
They did a drill during mat drills and during the spring ball called Prime Time. And Matt Rule said, when we go out there on September 7th, not August 31st, September 7th.
This is in February.
Keep
that in mind.
When he's addressing the team. So it's not like Nebraska already didn't have bulletin board material. And the last chance they get to say, you know, to do whatever it is they do, Shiloh Sanders, completely on brand, comes in and yaps his mouth off, and Nebraska, it sends them over the edge. But they don't talk back. They don't fight. Like I said, if I'm up there, I'm probably grabbing him by the neck. I'm like, I've had enough with you. I don't want to deal with you for another 3 hours. I've had enough of you now. I'm taking care of this right now.
I've been thinking of this for a year. I've been waiting
and now
for a year.
You are literally right in front of me.
Uh-huh.
And I have to do something about this. That would be me. I have no control over myself. But Nebraska players, as hyped up as they were, and as much as they had heard their names drug through the mud over the last year about what Colorado did to them last year, they did nothing. And not in like no, you didn't do anything. You know, you didn't stand up and fight for your guys. No, you did. You let your play do the talking. And that was the message from the coach all week long. We're going to do it with our pads. We're going to do it with our heads. And don't mistake this for there wasn't more to this. There was. But I just think that shows real progression within the mentality of the program. And so Jacob brought it up earlier, and of course we've been wondering, like, how does Nebraska handle these situations when they get in close games? Are they going to break apart? Are they going to, are we going to be sitting there waiting for somebody to do something stupid again? Every single indication that we have to this moment is no, that this is different, that Nebraska will not be baited into doing stupid stuff. That Nebraska will no longer be the team when the fourth quarter comes around and the game is close, that Iowa will be sitting on the other sideline waiting for them to explode or implode, I guess I should say. Remember that game a couple years ago, 21-9, Nebraska's up. I think it was at the end of the 2021 season.
What a comfortable lead.
And yet Iowa just waited and waited and waited. And sure enough, it happened. That's been Nebraska's reputation for the last few years. I do not believe that's the case anymore.
He's fixed this team between the ears, it seems. And
we say this at the complete risk of them blowing a close game. Like whatever.
Level of competition, first two games,
yes.
They haven't played it, whatever.
But I do think, I guess I should say, this program is past the point of self-destruction. I do think that. That is one thing that you can now, I think, count on. It's not that they're going to make mistakes.
They're going to make mistakes. There were penalties in the second half of the Colorado game.
Yep,
that was on them. That was on the officiating. Whatever you want to do there, but
they've successfully made it about the football. Mm-hmm. They've successfully made it about the football, and they have said, "Look, your work has prepared you for this moment. Your work has prepared you. So you don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to be anything you're not. Just go play football. Because Rule said it and you heard it in the doc last night. We're better at football than they are.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make it about that. Let's make it about that. And man, what a spiritually uplifting experience for that team to go through and for this fan base to go through over the weekend.
It became evident in the first, 5 minutes of that episode when they were playing clips from training in February. Nebraska was never going to lose this game. The game was over in February. The game was over in March. The game was over on Tuesday. It was just a matter of walking out there on Saturday and executing, to which they did excellently in the first half.
That's why I said I wish that Colorado would have been more prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would have knew what was coming to them. I wish they would have been ready for that. And it did not seem as if they were, as evidenced by Shiloh Sanders laughing in their face. Like we're about. Imagine going up to Ty Robinson, big ass Ty Robinson, and saying, laughing in his face and saying, we're about to kick your guys' butts, right? Like we that. It's like, no, actually, I don't know that, Mr. Sanders.
Bold move.
I actually do not know that. But why don't we play and we'll see you out there?
I guess we'll play the game anyway.
By the way, on the clip, which has now gone viral around college football.
Oh my!
I mean,
how unfortunate.
Yeah. Deion Sanders Jr. has responded.
Oh, this should be good and factually accurate.
Deion Sanders Jr. is in charge of what you see come out of that program. From a YouTube standpoint, via his cell phone and several other cameras on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they released like a whole bunch of raw footage after just raw footage. They just put it up.
Just raw dogging it.
It's all it's all out there. It's all out there. Here's Deion Sanders Jr. responding to On3 posting this, specifically the Shiloh "We're about to roll your asses" clip from him. I have hours of footage of actual coaches, all caps, plus players talking crazy to us before every single game. But I don't ever use it because that's how you're supposed to feel. Plus, I won't post something that'll have somebody lose their job. That's weak as hell.
What?
They literally post the raw footage of stuff.
Trust me. Should Deion Sanders lose his job, it will not be because of the Chasing 3 documentary.
There's footage of Nebraska fans saying pretty bad things to Colorado players.
Absolutely.
Like, that's all out there.
They were not innocent in this.
Yeah, no. So I actually think he probably has overplayed his hand here a little bit.
A little bit.
Like, yeah, you okay, let's see your footage then. Great. I'd love to watch it. It sounds like great television. Maybe you could edit it a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Maybe, that Mac does other things.
Upload to YouTube. Go.
What'd you think of the Bud Crawford stuff?
Really good. I mean, what a perfect guy. What a perfect person to bring in to continue to hammer home the message that you've been sending all week. Where we all watch Bud fight and we're familiar with him around here. He doesn't have this super strong knockout play. He's not Mike Tyson, He's not even the Mike Tyson of his weight division. It's not like he's doing it on power.
Mm-hmm.
He does it because he stays in the fight. And I mean, he talks his stuff too, He walks the walk.
The knock on him a little bit is, he doesn't really go out there and sell his own fights by threatening to eat his opponent's children or what have you.
And he brought it back to Nebraska too. He says, "You want to know why nobody cares about me? Because I'm from Nebraska." I don't know if that's the truth or not, but it really resonated with that team.
It did.
It really resonated with that team.
Also, I credit the football team for not making him change out of his blue Nike t-shirt
that was awesome.
on this red Adidas documentary.
Yeah, you can't tell him nothing. Nah. You can't get him in. Hey, Bud, why don't you put on this Nebraska polo? I don't think he would have said no.
No, but.
And it looked like Rule told him live at the hotel in front of the team on Friday night. He's like, Bud, I want you to lead us out. And he was like, all right. Okay. And then he had his whole bit about, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but I'm undefeated. So if you guys lose, you're going to have to come see me.
Gotta deal with me. Deal with me.
Awesome. I mean, it all came together. I'm sure there was hours of stuff left on the cutting room floor that would have been beautiful. Beautiful.
Charles on the YouTube.
Hey, Charles.
The parallel of Bud Crawford and Errol Spence was perfect. Keep punching until they shut their mouths and eventually quit.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Rule knew exactly how the game was going to go.
He did.
And it went. I mean, I guess aside from the second half.
He knew my guys can break this team and then it's over. We just have to break them.
Yeah.
And
it happened,
literally and figuratively.
It happened pretty quickly.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody, by the way, to Deion Sanders Jr.'s point, I don't know if anybody's getting fired over the Chasing 3 documentary.
Seems like a stretch. Now Deion Jr., if somebody tells you that's what happened, they're lying to you.
But like they talk so much after last year's game. Mm-hmm. So much. And Nebraska had it head in there at all offseason. And they included one little clip that makes Shiloh look bad. And they're like, well, if I would have done this, then blah, 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 blah.
Some might say his play on the field made him look bad.
Give me a break.
The pure joy in the locker room of blaring Shadur's song and doing the watch pose. Also, I don't mean to come on the radio and criticize our young baby Dylon. Rhythmically challenged?
What do you mean?
Can he dance, or is that how kids are dancing nowadays?
Oh, I don't know what the kids are. I don't know.
Okay. TBD.
What was he doing? Just kind of bopping around a little bit?
Yeah.
Playing it like the guy in the back at the wedding who wants to dance but can't really do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really notice.
Okay.
Wasn't one of the things I took away from the documentary.
Travis on YouTube.
Travis, what's up?
Can we address Dowdell telling us that he saw the hole open up with Shiloh standing there and wanted to wreck him?
We can. This is an open forum.
Now, I'm not going to say he purposefully broke that young man's arm.
No, how could he have?
He did not care what happened to him on the back end.
No. He was a bug and Dante was the truck. And it was like, you got to get out of my way, man.
Let's go.
If you want to make a business decision, great, but I'm going through you, not around you.